What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another book talk, and today I'm gonna be talking about Emma by Jane Austen. This is my second Jane Austen book and my second, I don't know what you want to call it, classic reading. Before this, I read Pride and Prejudice, and before that, nothing of really no. Oh, I mean some things, but just a little background, just so you know. I'm just like a random person giving my thoughts, not some kind of. I'm not an English major. I don't study literature, nothing like that. So yeah, I'm gonna divide this book into, or this review into two sections. First, I'm going to grossly oversimplify the story. And for people who don't want spoilers and maybe just want to know a bit about the book, they'll be able to learn a little and just stop there. In the second half, I'll go into more detail while giving my thoughts on the events that occurred in the story. And at the end, I'll give a review or like score. But I mean, like I said, I'm just some random dude. It doesn't really matter. If you hear random noises in the background, I am in my garage with the door open for the light. So just random sounds of the city, you know? And maybe you hear meowing from my cats or chirping from my chicken. But yeah, other than that, let's get started. Alright, so let's start with the story. The story is about Emma, who is a young woman, early 20s, about 20 or 21 when the book starts, and she lives with her father, Mr. Woodhouse, and Miss Taylor in their estate named Hartfield. Now, at the beginning of the book, Miss Taylor, Emma's governess, who is more like a best friend to her, gets married off to Mr. Weston, something Emma had a active role in securing. So that kind of leaves a void in the Hartfield household. There is a period in which Emma is looking for a new friend, and she finds a girl named Harriet. Harriet is a individual of a lower society, which is a common word used in a lot of societies, kind of just like social status or wealth, things like that. And Emma, being a clever individual, Emma is a clever, smart, mostly kind individual, but here she really treats Harriet kind of like a guinea pig, in which she is set out to matchmake for Harriet without even telling her, and unbeknownst to her, kind of ruining her love life for a pretty long time. Uh, but after that's the focus of the beginning portion of the book. After that, you're gonna travel through a variety of different relationships, some forming, some flourishing, some kind of toxic. Shout out Mrs. Elton. Uh, and yeah, that's kind of the book. And that's something that I'm going to get into in the spoiler section about this book, is that there is not much plot to the book. And yeah, stick around for the spoiler section, I guess, because this non-spoiler section was kind of quick because there's not that much to talk about. All right, welcome to the spoiler section. So, like I previously mentioned, there's not much story in this book. There is. This book is odd. There's events that happen in the book in which you might think are significant or building to something, but they just don't. Nothing builds to anything. Everything just happens, and the characters in the book just go along for the ride. There's no real like putting your foot down, creating a narrative. It's just I guess it's just kind of like a I don't know. I was gonna say it's like a normal just slice of life book, but even then, there's no drama. There's no meat here, which is so unfortunate because the book is initially that first third I'd say of the book of surrounding Harriet and Mr. Elton and Emma are really good. Like it at least sets up a world in which Emma is feeling really bad for what she kind of did to Harriet, and she's kind of in this odd place. But going throughout the book, especially with, if you've read the book, you know the plot twist with Frank Churchill being engaged to Jane Fairfax secretly. The thing is that up to that point, Emma has expressed a multitude of times, and I mean a lot. She doesn't really care about Frank Churchill like that. He's just a friend, literally just a friend. So when that happens, like it's just, who cares? Okay, Emma doesn't care. Why should we care? Everybody's happy. Like the only person that would be upset is Emma, but she's not. So okay, I guess. What happens next? Oh yeah, and then Harriet being in love with Mr. Knightley, which causes Emma to realize that she's in love with Mr. Knightley. Mr. Knightley being the brother to her brother-in-law that married her sister. Yes, I said that correctly. Uh, and do you think, oh, there's a conflict there? Oh, Emma messed up Harriet's love life for such a long period, and now they're in love with the same person? Well, not really. I mean, they are for a short while, but then Emma sends off Harriet to visit her sister, to visit a doctor, or no, I think it was a dentist actually. And Mr. Knightley confesses his love to Emma. They get together low key, hiding it from Harriet. But then but then one day, Mr. Knightley shows up to talk to Emma and says that Mr. Martin, the person who initially proposed marriage to Harriet, which Harriet subtly, or not so subtly to the reader, I guess, but to Emma, actually really liked. But Emma kind of put him down as a like lower society individual. But Harriet actually secretly liked him, but was convinced out of it. To yada yada. He proposed again, and they got married, or they're engaged. So now there's no conflict there anymore. Just like that, nothing really happened. It just went away, and that's kind of everything about this book. It's everything just goes away for Emma. Just not much really happens. There is a small section where Mr. Knightley scolds Emma because she makes fun of Mrs. Bates for being dumb, and Mr. Knightley scolds her because Mrs. Bates is poor, but she tries her hardest to please everybody and to be someone accepted into their society. And Emma feels really bad, and she does make amends, but I mean, like, I keep shrugging, sorry, but like, there's just nothing more. What's that, Misty? You want to say something, Misty? Oh, look at this is Misty. She can barely see. She has so much fur. Or feathers, I guess. Odd looking feathers, though. Alright, and yeah, that's kind of the problem with this book. There's just no story. And it's a shame because Emma is a really intriguing character. I feel like they could have done a lot with her. And yeah, there's not really much. It's not really a love story. Because Mr. Knightley disappears here and there. There's no like flourishing. Their relationship is established to have already be grown and strong before the book happens, and it's just it. I can't be a personal growth story because Emma doesn't really change besides that one part that I told you about where she gets scolded. Emma doesn't change, and she doesn't really need to change because of the events of the book. Nothing that serious happens. So, yeah, to say the least, I'm disappointed. Now, to give this book a rating, I'd honestly give it 5 out of 10. 5 being average. I would not recommend this book over, definitely not over Pride and Prejudice. And honestly, like I said, I haven't read many other books yet, but they're probably something more popular or better to read before you read this. If you like Jane Austen's writing, you enjoy this book. The writing obviously is very similar to Pride and Prejudice, So it has that going for it. But other than that, it lacks a lot of in-depth stories, something you can really sink your teeth into. So yeah, thanks for watching. Oh yeah, the next book I'm reading currently is Jane Eyre. I started it this week. I'm about, I say like a fifth, a fourth way through the book. Uh, I'm excited for that. I've been enjoying it a lot. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, one more thing. I might upload something else in between these book talks because they do take a while. I don't read every day because I don't have. I'm a morning reader, and sometimes I have classes in the morning, so I can't read in the morning. But yeah, I'll try. Maybe I'll upload something in between these two if I come up with something to talk about. If not, I'll see you with Jane Eyre.